Hello and welcome. My name is Kate, and I am so glad that you are here to join me for this Level 2 Vinyasa class, where we will be working on Vashisthasana, or full extended side plank. For class today, you'll need 2 blocks and 1 strap, so grab those and then meet me on your mat in a comfortable, easy seated position. So we'll start here. You can bring your hands to rest gently on your thighs, close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall, a gentle lift through the crown of your head. Let your shoulders come to your ears and back and down so there's a broadening across your chest. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out your mouth. Let's do 2 more just like that. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth, exhale. Good, 1 more breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out your mouth. And now allow yourself to arrive fully present on your mat in this moment, connected to your breath. Feel your side ribs expand with each inhale and draw inwards to center with each exhale, letting each breath be full and even. And then on your next breath in, bring your palms to touch in prayer right at the center of your chest. Bow your head gently down towards your heart. Set an intention for your practice today, whatever that looks like for you. And then take a full inhale and a full exhale. Good. 1 more breath in. And 1 more breath out. And from here, we'll begin. Crack your eyes open. Bring your hands to rest on your thighs. Okay. We're actually going to start class today on our backs with your strap. So you'll come to lay down. Allow your spine to release fully into the floor. And then you'll take your strap and loop it around the ball of your right foot. Hold on to the strap in your right hand and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Extend your left leg out in front of you. You can keep your left hand on your left thigh to kind of remind that left leg to release, and then flex your left toes so that your extended leg is nice and active. Take a nice full breath in and a full breath out. Draw your awareness now to your right big toe. Extend fully up through the right leg and feel a stretch from your right hip all the way out through the sole of your right foot. Take another inhale and full exhale. Just breathing down the length of your hamstring, allowing your leg to open and release. Maybe you draw your toes just an inch closer towards the head. Take 1 more inhale and 1 more exhale. And now keep your left hip rooted down towards the floor, but extend your right leg out to the side as far as it will go. So once that left hip starts to lift up, that's where you stop and stay. And that's going to be different for each of us. Keep flexing now through your right foot. Continue to breathe down the length of the back of the right leg, but also into the inner right thigh and outer right hip. Good. Take another breath in and full breath out. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Keep your right leg straight as you reach it all the way back up to center. And then keep your right leg straight, lower it down to meet your left. Pause for a moment and just notice the difference between the 2 sides of the body. And then bend both knees. Switch your strap over to your left foot, and we'll repeat that on the other side. So now extend your left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Flex your foot. Extend your right leg out long in front of you. Keep your extended leg nice and active. You can use your right hand as a reminder there to keep that right hip down. And now breathe down the length of your left leg, from your left hip all the way out through the sole of your left foot. Good. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Might notice one side is a little tighter than the other. For me, this left side is always my tighter side. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. And then let that right hip stay rooted towards the floor. Take a full breath in. Now extend your left hip out to the side. The second that right hip pokes up, you just root it back down. And now you'll breathe down the length of your left leg and all through your inner left thigh. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Releasing through your outer left hip. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Now keep your left leg straight as you reach it all the way back up to center. Keep it straight as you reach it down to meet the right. Pause for a full inhale and a full exhale. And then rebend your knees. You can set your strap now off to the side. Hug your knees in towards your chest and give a little rock forward and back, chin to chest, maybe 3 times up and down until you come all the way up, cross at your ankles, and shift yourself forward to all fours. Spread your fingers out nice and wide so that the palms of your hands are rooted down into your mat. Bring your hands right below your shoulders and your knees right below your hips. We're going to take a supported side plank here. So as you breathe in, extend your right leg back behind you, toes stay on the mat, and then spiral your right foot down like a warrior 2 foot. For some extra balance, you can always kind of kickstand that left leg. Let your tailbone extend down towards your heel and then peel your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. Maybe you turn and look up towards that right hand. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your low belly up, wrap your ribs in towards center, and try to imagine that there's a straight line from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Good. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. We're going to turn this now into thread the needle. So take an inhale. As you exhale, right arm crosses underneath your left. Bring your right ear to your mat. Release your knee down. And now extend your left arm out long in front of you. Take a full inhale. And then feel space behind your right shoulder blade, opening up the shoulders in all directions. Good. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Take your left hand now back under your left shoulder. Peel your right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Full breath in. Child's pose on your breath out. Lower your right hand down. Open the knees wide, hips to heels. Let's keep the arms active today in this child pose. So crawl your fingertips out long in front of you. Maybe you even lift the palms of your hands, like creating little tents with the hands. And feel a lot of space throughout your side body. Good. Take another breath in and full breath out. Shift back forward to all fours, and we'll do the other side. So now extend your left leg back behind you. Toes stay down on the mat. Spiral your foot down like a warrior 2 foot. Peel your left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Let your tailbone reach and extend towards your heels. Lift your belly. Wrap your ribs in towards center. Maybe you gaze up at your left fingertips. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more inhale. Full exhale. And now we'll turn this into a thread the needle. So take a breath in. On your breath out, left arm crosses under your right. Left ear comes down towards your mat. Crawl your right fingertips forward. Breathe space behind your left shoulder blade. Good. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring your right hand back below your shoulder. Peel your left arm all the way back up to the ceiling. This time, just lower your left hand down to all fours. We're going to tuck the toes under and lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. When you arrive in your down dog, take some time to pedal out the feet. Maybe a little wiggle of the hips from side to side. Just any movements that you need to create space in the body. Might be your first down dog of the day. And then eventually find some stillness and just be here in downward facing dog. Feel the pressing down through the palms of the hands, and from that strong base, let your spine grow longer. Good. On your next breath in, stretch your right leg up behind you. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. And then lift high onto the ball of your left foot. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Reach your right arm to the ceiling. Turn your chest for a twist. Let the crease of your left elbow wrap forward so your chest can stay broad and open. Take a full breath in. On your breath out, reach your top arm over your head. Look down. Bring your hands inside of your right foot. Straighten your right leg. Parallel your feet. Lengthen your spine as you breathe in. Fold forward out over straight, wide legs as you breathe out. So this is early, right, for Prasarita Padottanasana. You can always reach for your blocks and bring them under your hands to help the floor come a little bit closer. As you stay here and breathe, press into the outer edges of your feet so that the inner thighs stay as active as the outer thighs. Good. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Lengthen your spine. Walk to a low lunge at the front of your mat. Look forward, bend your back knee, step up to a forward fold. Put a deep bend in your knees. Let your belly come to rest on your thighs. Clasp your fingertips behind your back. Stretch your knuckles towards the back of your mat and then up and over your head. Let your belly release towards your thighs. And then any amount, straighten out your legs. Breathe into the space behind your heart. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Release your hands down to the floor. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward for a plank pose. Lower in one straight line all the way down to your belly. Cobra pose. Come onto the tops of your feet. You can widen your hands if you need to. It's our first one here. Then straighten out your arms any amount. Let the creases of your elbows wrap forward. Drop your shoulders down your back away from your ears. Lift and open up your chest. Good. Take a full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. One more inhale. On your exhale, lay your heart forward and down. Press up through all fours and back to downward facing dog. Stretch your left leg up behind you. Open up your hip, bend your knee. And then lift high onto the ball of your right foot. Step your left foot forward between your thumbs. Reach your left hand to the ceiling. Turn your chest for a twist. Let the crease of your bottom elbow wrap forward so you broaden across your chest. Good. Take a full breath in. On your breath out, reach your top arm over your head. Look down. Hand comes inside of your foot. Straighten your left leg. Parallel your feet. Lengthen out your spine as you breathe in. Fold forward out over straight, wide legs as you breathe out. Good. Root down through your feet. Lift your kneecaps up so that your quadriceps engage. And let the activity in the front of the legs help to support the opening across the back of the legs. Take another full inhale and full exhale. Lengthen your spine halfway. Walk to a low lunge at the front of your mat. Look forward, bend your back knee, step up to a forward fold. Lengthen out your spine as you breathe in. Fold forward out over your legs. Clasp your fingertips behind your back. Bring your opposite thumb on top, so it's going to be the one that feels a little weird. And then as you let your belly release towards your thighs, reach your knuckles back and up and over your head. Then any amount, straighten out your legs. Good. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Take a full deep breath in. On your breath out, release your hands down to your mat. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Come forward for plank pose, breathe in. Lower all the way to your belly as you breathe out. Cobra pose, lift and open up your heart. Take a full inhale, full exhale. Feel a broadening across your chest. One more breath in. Lay your heart forward and down. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. Walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Come to Uttanasana, forward fold at the front of your mat. And then reach your arms all the way out and up. Urdhva Hastasana. Take a full breath in. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step your right foot back. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Come forward for plank pose, breathe in. If you're ready, Chaturanga Dandasana as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Stretch your right leg up behind you, inhale. Exhale, step your foot forward between your thumbs. Take a breath in, straighten your front leg, bend your back knee. Step forward, fold down on your breath out. Take a full inhale, reach all the way out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Dive forward and down, Uttanasana. Step your left foot back as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Come forward, plank pose on your inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Stretch your left leg up behind you, breathe in. Step your foot between your thumbs on your breath out. Inhale, straighten your front leg, bend your back knee. Step forward, fold down on your breath out. Breathe in, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach out and up. Exhale, fold down. Breathe in, step your right foot back. Downward facing dog on your breath out. Come forward, plank pose on your inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Stretch your right leg up and back, inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your thumbs. Look forward, step forward, fold down. Reach your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana, full deep breath in. Dive forward and down, Uttanasana as you breathe out. Step your left foot back as you inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Come forward, plank pose on your breath in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Stretch your left leg up behind you, inhale. Step your foot between your thumbs. Look forward, breathe in. Step forward, fold down as you breathe out. Take your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana, full breath in. Dive forward and down, Uttanasana as you breathe out. Step your right foot back, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Plank pose, come forward, breathe in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Pause here now. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. Good. Now walk your feet forward and together an inch. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward, hop or step up to your front of your mat, fold forward out over your straight legs. Take your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana, full deep breath in. Dive forward and down as you breathe out. Step your left foot back as you inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Come forward, plank pose on your breath in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. Walk your feet forward and together an inch. Breathe in, bend your knees, hop or step to the front of your mat. Fold forward out over your legs. Take your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana, breathe in. Uttanasana, breathe out. Okay, this time come halfway up, lengthen out your spine to prepare. We're gonna hop to downward facing dog. So you'll land with bent knees. Plant your palms, go up and back, downward facing dog. Come forward, plank pose on your inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Okay, stretch your right leg up behind you, breathe in. Step your foot forward between your thumbs. Parallel your feet to the left. Bring your hands to your hips, and with a nice flat back, lift all the way up to stand. As you breathe in, reach your arms up high over your head. We're going to take warrior two to the back. So turn your whole left leg to face the back of your mat. Bend your knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a full inhale here and a full exhale. And now flip your palm, tip back, peaceful warrior as you breathe in. Warrior two as you breathe out. Listen, straighten your left leg, arms reach up, parallel your feet. Come to warrior two now at the front. Turn your whole right leg, bend your right knee. Tip back, peaceful warrior as you inhale. Hands down, downward facing dog as you exhale. So you have the choice between sides. You can stay here with me, or if you'd like, come forward, plank pose on your breath in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Okay, other side, reach your left leg up behind you, breathe in. Step your foot forward between your thumbs. Parallel your feet to the right. Hands to hips, nice flat back, lift up to stand. Reach your arms out and up, breathe in. To the back of your mat, warrior two. Turn your whole right leg, bend your right knee. 2 straight arms, nice broad chest. And now flip your right palm, tip back, peaceful warrior as you inhale. Warrior two as you exhale. Straighten your right leg, arms reach up, parallel your feet, breathe in. Warrior two to the front, turn your left toes, bend your left knee. Flip your left palm, tip back, peaceful warrior, breathe in. Hands down, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Stay and breathe, or if you'd like, plank pose on your inhale, come forward. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. We're gonna build on that. So as you breathe in, stretch your right leg up behind you. It starts the same. Step your foot between your thumbs. Parallel your feet to the left. Hands to hips, lift all the way up to stand. Take your arms up over your head, breathe in. Warrior two, back of your mat as you breathe out. Flip your left palm, tip back, peaceful warrior as you inhale. Warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, straighten your left leg, arms reach up, parallel your feet. Come to warrior two at the front. Flip your right palm, tip back, peaceful warrior as you breathe in. This time, straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take your right hand down to your shin or to a block outside of your ankle, and then reach your left arm up over your head. Let your tailbone reach towards your back heel, lift your belly. Try to find a straight line of energy from the crown of your head down through your tailbone. Good. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. One more inhale. On your exhale, reach your top arm over your head. Look down, find a low lunge. Reach your right hand to the ceiling, turn your chest for a twist. Now, one smooth move, we're gonna turn this to side plank. So gather up the muscles of the belly, come to the outer edge of your left foot, stack your right foot on top. Bump that bottom hip up, tailbone towards your heels. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Stay and breathe, or if you'd like, plank pose on your inhale, come forward. Chaturanga on your exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Other side, reach your left leg up behind you, breathe in. Step your foot between your thumbs, parallel your feet, hands to hips, lift all the way up to stand. Reach your arms out and up, full breath in. Warrior two, back of your mat as you breathe out. Flip your right palm, tip back, peaceful warrior as you inhale. Warrior two as you exhale. Straighten your right leg, arms reach up, parallel your feet, full breath in. Warrior two to the front as you breathe out. Flip your left palm, tip back, peaceful warrior, breathe in. Straighten your left leg, triangle pose. Take your left hand down, reach your right arm up. Good, so nice broad chest. Reach your tailbone towards your heel, let that lift your low belly, wrap your ribs in, and from all that strength in center, turn and open your chest towards the ceiling. Good. Take a full breath in. On your breath out, reach your top arm over your head, look down, come to a low lunge, reach your left hand to the ceiling, turn your chest for a twist. Now come to the outer edge of your right foot, gather up the belly muscles, Vashisthasana, side plank. Stack your left foot on top, bump your hip up, open up your chest. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. If you'd like, come forward, plank pose on your inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Okay, one more time like this. We're gonna build. Reach your right leg up behind you. Inhale. Step your foot between your thumbs. Parallel your feet. You know where we're going. Hands to hips. Lift all the way up to stand. Take your arms up over your head. Full breath in. Warrior two to the back as you breathe out. Move with your breath. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, straighten your left leg, arms up, parallel feet. Warrior two to the front. Tip back for peaceful on your breath in. Straighten out your right leg. Triangle pose as you breathe out. Bring your right hand down, left arm up. Now this time around, take your left hand, bring it to your hip. Chest stays lifted, just your eyes look down. Reach for your block, shift forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So right arm comes under the shoulder, straight leg back behind you, and then let those bottom ribs gather under, turn and open up your chest. 2 straight arms, 2 straight legs. Good. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Okay, listen, stay with me. Take your left hand back to your hip. You're gonna lower back towards warrior two, but keep your hand down low. Grab hold of your front big toe if you can. Straighten your front leg, super wide triangle pose. Peel your heart open, reach your left arm back up to the ceiling. Good, take one more inhale. Reach your top arm over your head. Look down, come towards a low lunge. Keep hold of that big toe, outer edge of your left foot, tree pose side plank. Stack your right foot to your inner left thigh. Bump your hip up, open up your chest. Good. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. This time, walk your toes back an inch and as wide as your mat. On your inhale, come up and over your toes. Upward facing dog. Pike your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay, stretch your left leg up behind you, breathe in. Step your foot forward between your thumbs. Parallel your feet. Hands to your hips. Lift all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up over your head, breathe in. Warrior two, back of your mat, turn your right toes, bend your right knee. Flip your palm, tip back, peaceful warrior. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg, arms up, parallel feet. Warrior two to the front. Tip back for peaceful as you breathe in. Straighten your left leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand down, right arm up. Good, now right hand comes to your hip. Chest stays lifted, just your eyes lower. Find your block. Shift forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Left hand underneath your shoulder. Gather those left ribs under. Turn and open up your chest. Good, 2 straight arms, 2 straight legs. Whew. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now stay with me. Take your top arm back to your hip. Almost like coming towards warrior two, you're gonna bend your knee, land your back foot, but then grab hold of your front big toe, straighten out your left leg, turn enough to open up your chest for a super wide triangle pose. Good, one more inhale. Reach your top arm over your head, look down, bend your knee like you're coming to low lunge, but now outer edge of your right foot, grab that left foot, tree pose side plank. Place your left foot at your inner right thigh, turn and open up the chest. You've got this. One more breath in. Whew. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Walk your toes back an inch and as wide as your mat. On your inhale, come up and over your toes. Upward facing dog. Pike your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Walk your feet forward and together an inch. On an inhale, bend your knees. Hop or step to the front of your mat. Fold forward out over your straight legs. Good. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Bend your knees deeply. Let your belly rest on your thighs. Now use your arms to help pull your chest towards your legs. And then root through your feet any amount, straighten out your legs. Come back to your breath. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift all the way up to stand. Good. Hands by your sides, Tadasana mountain pose. Okay, how we doing, okay? All right, let's keep going. So you're gonna root down now through your right leg. Take your left knee into your chest, turn it out to the side for a tree pose. Get that outer right hip in, lift through your belly, hands can come to your heart, and then all the way up over your head. Good. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. So we're going to turn this into Padangusthasana B, similar to what we did on our back at the start of class. You're going to pluck your left knee out to the side, grab hold of your left big toe. You could stay right here, nice and tall spine. If possible, extend your leg out to the side. Good. One more breath in. On your breath out, bring your left foot forward, release hold of your foot, low lunge. Bring your hands down to frame your right foot, step your left foot back. I'm gonna do a little reset here, three-legged dog. Reach your right leg back behind you, open up your hip, bend your knee. Good. Take a full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Lift high onto the ball of your left foot. Step your right foot forward between your thumbs. Come to warrior one. Spiral your back foot down 45 degrees. Reach your arms forward and all the way up. So that outer right hip is going to pull back. Outer left hip wraps forward. Lift, lift, lift the sides of your chest. Go up with your fingertips. Good. Full breath in. Full breath out. Now bring your hands to your hips. On an inhale, straighten out your right leg. You might have to hop your back foot in, maybe an inch or two. Reach your left arm all the way up. Pavrita Trikonasana, revolve triangle pose. So take a full inhale, get long through your side body. On your exhale, reach forward. Hand comes outside of your ankle to your block or towards the floor. And then let those left ribs wrap under, right ribs turn back and down. Maybe, as a final step, top arm reaches up. Good. Try and breathe. Not try. Keep breathing. Take a full breath in. Whew. Full breath out. One more inhale. Good. On your exhale, unwind. Bring your hands inside of your right foot. Parallel your feet. Take a full deep breath in. Fold forward, out over your legs as you breathe out. Come back to your breath. You can bend one knee and then the other. Just 3 breaths here. Good, take one more breath in. And full breath out. Lengthen your spine halfway. Walk to a low lunge at the front of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Okay, come forward to plank pose on your breath in. Now maybe to the count of 5, nice and slow, lower all the way down to your belly. Okay, stay with me here. We're gonna do this pose called Vishnu's couch. So you're gonna reach your right arm all the way out in front of you and then roll to your right side. And then like you're going to watch TV on the floor, bend your elbow and take your hand underneath your head. Cool. Now, lift your left leg, step it back behind your right. So you're gonna use the traction of this left leg to help firm your tailbone in so that your tailbone lines up with your right heel and the crown of your head lines up with your tailbone. So it's like one straight line of your body connected towards your mat. Your left hand here can be a little kickstand, and then you're gonna reach your left leg into this tree pose shape on the right. You can stay here. Otherwise, challenge your balance. This requires you to wrap your ribs in towards center. You're gonna reach for your big toe with your left hand, and then maybe, you extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. Good. Keep rooting your tailbone towards the right heel. Take a full breath in. Release hold of the leg. Legs come back together. Roll to your belly. Hands come under your shoulders. Press yourself up to all fours and back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward and together an inch. Breathe in, bend your knees, hop or step to the front of your mat. Fold forward out over your straight legs. Good. You can take your peace fingers again around your big toe and just allow your head, your heart to release down towards the floor. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift all the way up to stand. Hands by your side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay. Left side. Root down now through your left leg. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Tree pose. Lift your right knee into your chest. Turn it out to the side. Place your foot at your inner thigh. Outer left hip comes in. Steady yourself, palms in prayer at your heart. And then maybe all the way up over your head. So this is going to turn to Padangusthasana B. Plug your right knee out to the side. Take hold of your big toe. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you reach that right leg out to the side. Good. Straight legs, tall spine, full breath in. Woo! Take that leg all the way back around towards the front. Release your right hand up to meet your left. Low lunge. Step your right foot back. Hands frame your front foot. Little reset here, three-legged dog. Reach your left leg up and back. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Lift high onto the ball of your right foot. Step your left foot forward between your thumbs. Warrior one, spiral your back foot down 45 degrees. Take your arms forward and all the way up. Good. Outer left hip pulls back, outer right hip wraps forward. Lift your belly, lift the sides of your chest. 2 straight arms. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring your hands to your hips. Straighten out your left leg. You might step your back foot in 1 or 2 inches. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Take a full inhale. Get long through the whole right side. Revolve triangle pose. Reach your right arm out and forward. Comes to your block or the floor outside of your ankle. Right ribs come under. Turn your left ribs out. Maybe as the final step, your left hand reaches to the ceiling. Pavrita Trikonasana. Good. Whew. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. 1 more inhale. Good. Unwind. Release your hands inside of your left foot. Parallel your feet. Lengthen out your spine as you breathe in. Fold forward, out over your straight legs as you breathe out. Come back to your breath. Good. 1 more full breath in and full breath out. Lengthen your spine. Walk to a low lunge at the front of your mat. Step your way back. Downward facing dog. Come forward for a plank pose. Breathe in nice and slow to the count of 5. Lower all the way down to your belly. Okay, reach your left arm all the way out in front of you. Roll to your left side. And then just like you're watching TV, bend your left elbow. Take your head into your hand. This right hand is like a kickstand. My 2 feet are stacked. Then you're going to lift your right leg, bend your knee, and step it back behind you. You can use the traction here to set yourself up. So tailbone firms forward, down towards the left heel. Chest stays lifted, long line from the crown of the head all the way down to the left heel. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you take your right foot to that tree pose shape. Gather the ribs in, support through center. Grab hold of the right big toe. Reach your right arm and leg up towards the ceiling. Good. Woo. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Release the right leg to meet the left. Roll back to your belly. Bring the palms underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up to all 4s. This time right back to a child's pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Okay, come up to a seated position. Take a look here at your screen, wherever you're watching this. We're going to take a look today at full Vashisthasana side plank, so grabbing for the foot as we come to this side plank shape. So we've done this action a bunch of times throughout class today. We're going to now put it all together. You have a strap, so if throughout class you were feeling some tightness in the hamstring that was making like all those Padangusthasanas feel a little tricky, You can take the strap and have a little loop on the bottom, and then you'll start with wrapping that around your the ball of your right foot. So I'm going to show you both ways how to use the strap and then do it without, and then we'll practice it together. Okay, so with the strap on the right foot, we'll set up in downward facing dog. Gonna make sure that the tail of the strap is up towards the front of the mat so that you have the space to grab it. You're gonna come to the outer edge of the left foot, stack your right foot on top, and set up here in this side plank shape. We've been here before, right? We're gonna then take it to the tree pose side plank. You can stay here. Otherwise, you're gonna firm your tailbone towards your heel, lift your chest, pluck that knee out to the side. Your right hand comes down, reaches for your strap or your big toe, and then that tailbone has to firm back down towards the heel, straighten your right leg. Good. 2 straight legs, 2 straight arms. Release the leg, and back to downward facing dog. Cool? Let's give it a try together. So we'll do it on the right side, and then we'll switch and do it on the left side first. So keep your strap on your right foot if you know you want to use the strap. Otherwise, you'll grab hold of the big toe. So let's meet in downward facing dog. All right. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then start to rotate to the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your right foot on top. Set up for Vinyasa, side plank. From here, bend your right knee, slide it into that tree pose shape, and then pluck your right knee up and out to the side. You have to let your seat go back a little bit. Grab hold of your big toe or your strap, and then firm your tailbone back towards your heel. Extend your right foot up towards the ceiling. Good. Maybe you challenge your balance and look towards your foot. Woo! That challenged mine. Nice and slow, release hold of your leg and step your way back, downward facing dog. Good, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Of course, we have 2 sides, so gotta balance ourselves out. Let's set up for the other side. Come to the outer edge of your right foot, stack your left foot on top. Vinyasa, side plank. Now remember, you can always stay here. Otherwise, you'll bend your knee, find that tree pose shape. You can stay right here. Or you'll reach down, pluck that knee out to the side, grab hold of your big toe, firm your tailbone back towards your heel, extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. Good. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Release hold of your leg. Maybe they come back together. And back, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Sigh it out the mouth, exhale. Lower your knees to your mat. Come to sit back towards your feet. Good, and then shift and bring both legs all the way out in front of you. So we've done a whole lot of lengthening here of the legs. We're gonna take advantage of that for one really good Paschimottanasana. So you'll extend your legs out long in front of you. If there's any tightness in the hips or low back, you can always come to sit up on your block, or if you happen to have a blanket nearby, you can grab that as well. Otherwise, flex your feet so your toes reach up towards the ceiling. Nice tall spine, 2 straight legs. Take a breath in, reach your arms up. As you breathe out, keep length in your chest as you fold yourself forward towards your legs. And then don't just allow yourself to stay where you first land. Think cobra pose for a moment. Breathe in, lift your chest. Go forward as you breathe out. And then eventually, you can let your chin reach towards your chest. Start to slow down your breath. Forward folds are these beautiful shapes that allow us to start to turn inwards, right? So much of the asana practice is about expansion. Our warrior poses, even our balancing poses, right? Arms, legs, limbs, everything extending away from each other. The shape reverses that, and in doing so, starts to calm the mind and the nervous system. Lets us know that we're safe. And then we have time to just be and breathe. Good. Take one more full breath in. And one more full breath out. And then nice and easy, begin to rise up one vertebrae at a time, all the way back to a seated position. Good. Then bend your knees. Just slide yourself forward enough to come and lay down on your back. You can take a block with you. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees stay bent and knock in towards center. Bring your hands to your belly. Just pause and breathe for a moment. Constructive rest pose. Good. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. And then reach for your block. Take it on your medium setting, long ways. We're going to take a supported bridge. So you can take your feet back in about hips distance, lift your hips up, and just slide your block right underneath your sacrum so it supports the width of your low back. And then just allow the weight of your spine, your hips, to release down towards the support of the floor beneath you. Draw awareness once again, more consciously to your breath. Feel your ribs expand from side to side with each inhale. And draw back to center with each exhale. Good. Take one more breath in. And one more breath out. And then lift your hips just enough to lower the block to its lowest setting. Take your knees in towards your chest. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling, but let there be a softness in the knees. And then extend your arms up to the ceiling, softness in your wrists and elbows. Let your limbs plug down back into your joints. Just feel this downward energy begin to ground you. One more breath in. And one more breath out. And then release your feet to the floor, hands to the floor. Remove your block. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Drop your hands by your sides. And set yourself up for Shavasana, final relaxation. Let the full weight of your body release down into the support of the floor beneath you. Imagine that your inhale could enter through the crown of your head, and your exhale could leave out the soles of your feet so that you breathe from top to bottom and allow each breath to take you deeper and deeper into relaxation. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. If you have more time in your day, you are welcome to stay in Shavasana. Otherwise, wiggle your fingers and your toes, circle out your wrists and your ankles. And then bring your knees to your chest, roll to your right side. Pause for a full breath in and a full breath out. And then lift yourself all the way up to a comfortable, easy seated position. Once again, allow your hands to rest gently on your thighs. Take a full inhale and a complete exhale. Bring your palms to touch in prayer at the center of your heart. Bow your head down. Recall the intention you set at the start of your practice today and thank yourself for carving out the time in your day to come to your mat, to honor your intention by joining your mind, your body, and your breath. And I thank you so very much for joining me, for sharing your energy and your practice, bowing down to your efforts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Crack your eyes open. Thank you so very much for joining me today for this practice. I hope to see you on the mat again very soon.